Okay, in this video we're going to look at the multiplication law of indices, or the first law of indices. Now you can see above I've just reminded the few of you of the notation. So this is the base, this is the power, and obviously this is written in factor form, expanded out, and this is our evaluate. So we've evaluated the answer to 2 to the power 4 and given it as the basic numeral. Alright, so let's have a look at this law. So I like to look at this, trying to find out if we can see a pattern. So I'm just going to pick some indices with the same base. So 2 to the power 2 multiplied by 2 to the power 3. And what I'm actually going to do is write it out in factor form. So let's do 2 to the power 2 first. That's just 2 times 2, so that's that bit. And we're multiplying it by 2 to the power 3, which is 2 times 2 times 2. Then I'm going to simplify my answer. So altogether there are 5 2's being multiplied by themselves. So that's 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, which I can simplify in index form as 2 to the power 5. Now can we see a relationship? They've all got the same base, and that's the key to this. They must have the same base in order to give the simplified answer. And let's have a look at the powers. We've got 2 and 3 and then 5. Can we see a rule? Let's see if we can see another one. Let's do another one. Let's do a different base. Let's do 4 squared multiplied by 4 squared again. Okay, now that has a base of 4. 4 times 4 is 4, and I'm multiplying it by 4 squared again, which is 4 times 4. So now let's simplify that in index form. That's 4 to the power 4. Let's look at the results. The base has to be the same. That's a given. Let's look at the powers. 2 and 2, and we get the answer 4. I hope you can spot the rule here, which I'm now going to write down. Basically, when the bases are the same and we're multiplying two things together where the bases are the same, we can simply add the powers to simplify our answer. And I'm going to summarize this in a purple box. Okay, and this rule now in the purple box is basically when you're multiplying terms, these are terms with the same base, they both have the same base A, you can simply add the indices, which is shown here on the right. Now let's just do a couple of examples just to make sure we're clear about this. So if I'm going to do 5e to the 10 multiplied by 2e cubed, let's have a look. In this situation, we've got coefficients to deal with first. So I'm always multiplying the coefficients as normal. Nothing changes there. 5 times 2 is 10. Let's look at the bases. The base of the index is E. E and E. Now, same base, so I can use and apply the law. The law says if they've got the same base, I simply add the indices. The indices are 10 and 3, so let's just use a different colour to highlight the indices, 10 and 3. So I'm just simply going to write 10e to the 13. Alright, let's do another one. Let's go for something a little bit longer. 7m cubed times 3n to the 5 times 2m to the 8. Okay, a little bit longer here. Now, let's have a look at the coefficients. They can all be multiplied together. We've got 7, 3 and 2. Well, 7 times 3 is 21, times 2 is 42. Now let's look at the bases. Well, I've got an m here and an m here. That's an n. That's different. I cannot apply the rule when there is a different base. So I'm simply looking at this one, and I'm going to add the indices together. So I've got 3 and 8. Don't forget I need to actually put the m in the question, and I've added 3 and 8 together to give me 11. And I'm finally left over with this here, n to the power 5. I can't do anything with that. There's nothing to apply the rule to, so I simply leave it as n to the power 5.